Weiss is in the house, ladies and gentlemen, from Elder Advisors. Don't go broke in a nursing home. We'll tell you exactly what they do, and they do a lot. They're the only one of their kind. I have Lindsay Fleming. I have, of course, Larry Weiss. And I have my friend Steve Langdon.
I'm the last again.
Sorry, Steve.
There's
I apologize.
an attorney down there.
All right, so we've got lots of stories to tell, but the main event is this. If you want answers, okay, you have a senior loved one, we all do. Maybe they're getting ready to move into a senior facility, and you want to save some money, then you've got to attend these workshops. Let's start there.
Absolutely. We're really thrilled. We're doing the 10 a.m.s next Monday and Tuesday for the workshops. Kind of change up a little bit. Beautiful weather. I get all my weather, like all Kentuckiana does, from Kevin Hart at Wave 3 Weather.
There we go. Thank you very much.
I don't go anywhere else. Nowhere to go.
I appreciate that. We're loyal to you as well.
I love the family. And, speaking of which, I really kind of developed a kindred relationship with L.A. here at the building yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know if did you know there's a VIP green room?
Well, I'm not a VIP, so I did not know.
Well, I was going to say, I was introduced to it today. Thank you, L.A.
Stay with us, Kentuckiana. We are going to talk about services.
Wait a minute. Wait. Tammy, the producer, is saying, Tammy's wanting to know in the show what the color of my suit is. Tammy, it's blue sapphire. Do I look like $1 million? She says I look like $10,000. Thank you, Tammy. Back to the show. Don't go broke in a nursing home, Kentuckiana, because you don't have to. For husband and wife, we can protect all the assets. For a single person, easily half of the assets. But to do that in almost every case, we do need the skill set of the legal component. That's why we're always thrilled, reasonably thrilled, modestly happy that Steve Langdon is our elder law superstar attorney, because he makes dreams come true. And with that, Steve, share with the family the story, the families of Kentucky, and what you were telling me this morning.
Yeah, I mean, look, you always have to be prepared. So I had a family come in recently who had talked to another attorney here in Kentuckiana.
Who shall remain nameless.
Who shall remain nameless. But that advice was for the 70-year-old parents, get divorced.
No.
Get divorced. And, oh, by the way, pay me a percentage of your entire estate. So if she's going to charge, say, 10% of a $300,000 estate, she's going to bill them $30,000. It's crazy. You don't have to get divorced, Kentuckiana, if you have a medical emergency. There are things that we can do to protect you.
And that's what we'll talk about at the workshop, among other things. Lindsay Fleming, there used to be a military commercial. I think it was like a joining the Army, and it says, we do more before 6 a.m. than most people do the entire day. You've done that this morning, right?
I have been busy. I have been to two local skilled nursing facilities this morning, and I have another one after this. And that's what I'm doing. That's the component I'm bringing, is some long-term advocacy and making sure that these folks in these facilities are getting what they need, are getting the care that they deserve, making sure, we've got systems in place so their glasses don't come up missing, and that the families are fully aware of all the medications that they're getting, and that they understand these complex terms of PRN and all of these things that are happening that families can't always grab onto. So I'm able to kind of just help them navigate.
Protecting the assets is priority number one, I know here, but it's an emotional time if you have a senior loved one going to a facility. So sometimes you can make the wrong decisions, and of course, not only because of emotions, because you don't know the rules.
Right.
So what kind of things will be discussed at the workshop? What kind of legal things with Steve? I don't know if you're going to speak or not, Lindsay. I know, Larry, you do. So what kind of things will people learn?
Well, the building block, anytime we sit down with families, is because, I'm not an attorney, Kentuckiana. It's true, I'm much better looking than the attorney Steve Langdon, but he is a reasonably good attorney. And oftentimes, we need the tools to work, which is always a power of attorney. And I can't tell you how many times, John, I get deer in the headlights. I'll ask him, I'm like, if I don't have the tools to be able to help, when a husband and wife, for us to be able to protect all the assets, I need a power of attorney. If we're protecting half the assets for a single person, I need power of attorney. And if they don't, it's just we're already starting at such a deficit to try and affect a plan, because I'm good, but I'm not that good. So that's why we always delighted to have Steve at the workshop to talk to people, because it's an easy format. It's about an hour and a half. There'll be 30 to 40 people just like you sharing these same problems, yet a little differently, and ask questions. But it always comes back to the power of attorney. And we need that, and that's what Steve does.
That makes things go smoother. Steve, why now? Why, if mom and dad are healthy, why should you say, okay, Dad, let's not procrastinate. Mom, let's talk now about power of attorney?
It actually hits kind of close to home for me today. It's my sister-in-law, Carol Rocky's heavenly birthday. She was 52 years old. Bad things happen to good people all the time. And if you're not ready for it, if you're not prepared, you're not going to be able to step in and preserve those assets. So, I really want to wish Carol and Taylor and Greg, my heartfelt condolences. I miss Carol. But these folks, man, when they're coming in, we got to get them prepared. Because if you're not prepared, when the fight comes, you're not going to be able to fight that battle.
No, but go ahead,
And
Lindsay.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
that's a good point about the workshop, because as Kentuckiana is sitting here and listening to us talk about it, certainly we want to see you if you're in crisis mode. But if you're not in crisis mode, that's a great time to come to the workshop and to sit down with us and to talk about what you can do to avoid the crisis in the future. So I think both, either or, both are welcome. We have both in our workshops, and we can do great work for both those
Pre-crisis
groups.
planning.
Pre-crisis planning.
You say
yes.
you always start off and you ask 3 questions, and you're going to get answers, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, so at the workshops, I always open up at both Indiana and Kentucky, and I tell the families, I said, look, you have to be honest with yourself. You don't have to be honest with me, and we'll start with 3 key questions, which is really kind of the template for the workshop. The first question is, how many people have a loved one in a nursing home or about to go to a nursing home? Hands will go up. That's crisis planning. The house is burning down. We can still protect assets. We need the legal component, which I'm not an attorney. Steve Langdon is. We need the legal component to be able to successfully negotiate through that. We're not getting divorced, Kentuckiana. Holy cow, that's just stupid. And, I've told you this before, but I just had a brand new version that Steve relayed to me this morning, kind of a shop talk story. And I know the attorney, and I'm like, there's better ways of doing it. You certainly don't have to get divorced. And that's the barbershop law that people navigate off of. They're afraid, so they're listening to their friends, or they keep going back to the internet and checking their phone. It's almost always wrong because it does not have a complete set of facts. Pre-crisis planning, hands will go up. That's when they have their mom at home. They can't really leave without someone keeping an eye on her, but they're trying their best. There's things that we can do now on a personal care part that Lindsay does, and certainly on a legal component that Steve does, to start developing strategies to protect those assets before all the shoes fall on the floor. And what Lindsay just talked was pre-planning. If you can get ahead of these things, how many people want to avoid this for themselves now, give themselves peace of mind, and keep their kids out of the way? The remaining hands go up, and some other hands will go up more than once because they're also dealing with their grandparents or their parents. But all 3 of those variables, crisis planning, pre-planning, crisis planning.
That's right.
All the
pre-crisis
things.
planning.
Yeah.
Well, and for my dad and my stepmom, Ron and B. Keller, huge supporters of me, and I'm grateful for them. But we just walked through this with them, and they are completely, they are young, they are healthy, they are vibrant, and they went through getting everything in order. And I will tell you, as their child, that is such a blessing for me.
Yeah. Burden off your
because I
shoulders,
know
yeah.
no matter what happens, we've got this safety net, and they did. That's a gift. That's a gift that they gave to me, and we're happy to help Kentuckiana do that.
All right, in the next segment, we're going to talk to the originator of the slogan, "It's good news." That's Steve Langdon. And that's the reason he is the keynote speaker. That's the reason why he's the main player. That's the reason why he'll be your focus at the workshop.
I'm still Larry Weiss.
But you're really nothing.
Larry,
I love
he is so
needling you.
uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, I'm
He
really,
is like,
I'm emotionally devastated, Kentuckiana.
I love needling him. But we'll talk about some personal stories and maybe some that you can relate to. So, again, Elder Advisors, we'll talk to them more next on Wave 3 Listens Live.